Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna have to start turning the AC on pretty soon because it's starting to heat up here in Arizona. Today I had a few topics on my mind, but I was walking out to film this video and I just got my metal kind of like holders, I guess, for like a yard sign. So today's video I'm going to talk about, not like it's anything crazy, but if anybody was kind of in a spot where I was, or you have a lot of ambition, you don't know where to put it, you've tried a lot of things, none of it really makes sense. A lot of times, like, I think I overthink things and I get in my own way through not taking enough action. And so when the time came, I was like, dude, you know what? I'm done. Like, I'm done trying to do all this work, something to pop off. I was like, I just need something. I need to get like some sort of motion. And so that was when I came across like a service-based business. And for me, it just made a lot of sense. There wasn't a lot of overthinking to it once you generally kind of know what to do. And a lot of it, you can figure it out on the job. Like, this is not rocket science, no matter what you're doing. So it came to where I was like, you know what? If I just show up, I do a good job, I say what I'm going to do, I do it. You're nice, you're personable, you can talk with people, remember their little stories and get to know them, and like, just care, you just got to care. It's like, this is not like overly difficult. So anyway, my yard signs came in. I mean, I've had the yard signs, but the metal part, I'm gonna go put those up tomorrow. Summertime's coming around. I'm out here in Arizona and it's working for me good, dude. I'm going to talk about how I got up to where I'm making $1,000 a month doing pools. And for some people, that's not a lot of money, right? Okay, and maybe they're a little bit farther along in whatever you're doing, and whatever your craft is, you do you. But for me, I tried so much stuff, dude. I tried the online thing. I tried the easy money. None of it made sense. None of it worked. And service-based business is what is starting to work for me. Sorry, it's starting to get hot in here, man. That's what's worked for me. And that's what is working. And that's what I plan on doing alongside my 9-to-5, because I can do both for the meantime. And even when I can't do both, I'm just going to outsource somebody for my service, look to a buddy, friend, somebody that's willing to take on extra work, maybe hire a guy that's, really been doing it. But a lot of the stuff, I'm okay. I have the time. I can teach people how to do it if they're interested. So how did I get up to where I'm at now? And this is not like I'm some big baller. This is like, bro, I just figured this out and I want to share it, because $1,000 a month for me on top of my 9-to-5, this is just straight investing money. And this is like really, really helping out. Like, I'm really starting to notice it. I started doing it around August. So it's been about 6 months. The first 3 months, I had one client and I didn't really take it serious. I was just like, the $100 a month is nice, but I want those big payoffs. I want the golden goose. I want to do something that is going to just drastically happen overnight. Like all the stuff you see on social media. I wanted that. And it wasn't until I got to like month 4, I just happened to stumble onto another client. I'm like, well, okay, I know how to do it. I'm not going to pass it up. I can totally get it done. Yeah, let's do it. And then the third one happened. And then after the third client, when I was making like $300 or $330 a month. And I was like, you know what? I should take this a little bit more serious, because if I were to double this to $600 a month consistently, then I feel like I'd notice that. Like, that's starting to get like pretty good. And So I started trying a little bit harder. I was posting on social media platforms. I was posting on Nextdoor. I was posting in Facebook group chats. I was listing it on Facebook Marketplace, and people can connect the dots because you can't list services on there, but you can allow people to connect the dots and they kind of know what's up. I mean, people list real estate on there. Like, people list room rentals, people list landscaping jobs, anything. You just have to be a little bit creative. So I started doing that. I did a little bit of door to door, and now I'm doing the yard signs. And through that busy season for me, and I assume a lot of other service based spots, is like summertime, spring, summer, depending on what you do, obviously, but that's when it starts to pick up a little bit. So I just started talking to people. The clients that I'd had for some time, I threw out that I do some sort of like referral where like you get the next month half off. And I started getting some more clients, some referrals. And now I'm up to that. And I haven't done anything like crazy. Like, I was always trying to take these massive risks for these massive rewards. And for this, all I did was just keep showing up, do what I say I'm going to do, the job that they agreed to, nice guy, get it done, and see him next week. And it's starting to compound. You know, you're starting to see you're not just making $100 a month. You're making $100 a month, plus you have a relationship with somebody that could be 3 more clients. And then, dude, it just snowballs. It just snowballs. You just have to keep going. And with a service-based business, to me, it gives me the most hope and makes the most sense because the progress is more linear. You get 1 client, you get 2 clients, you get 3 clients. It's just like that. It's not like doing something for 6 months and nothing pays off, and then you're just like, oh yeah, I just got to keep going. And while that's the case for some people, it definitely pans out. It's hard. It is tough, and that's why the payouts are so big. But dude, like, it's tough. 6 months, a year of working on something so hard and nothing pans out, it's really, really difficult to keep going. So if you can, props to you. If it's paid off, you're probably not watching this. Maybe you are, but you know, it's like, if you've tried so much, dude, just stick to the basics, because there are people out there that through car detailing, through landscaping, through pool maintenance, through any of these like services, you can scale and you can get a lot of jobs and always have stuff under your belt. Dude, I'm sorry, I'm sweating like crazy. This is probably the last video I make without AC in this car. And it's only like, I don't know. The sun's out today. It's nice. It's like maybe 75, 80 degrees out. So that was some of the stuff I did. That's what got me to where it's at right now. I'm getting ready for the summertime, and I'm really, really looking to push it this year. I think even though I'm working 40 hours a week at my 9 to 5, I can comfortably manage like 30 to 40 pools. I'm going to have to see once it gets there. And then from there, you know, you look to the next step. But my advice is like getting into this, if you are trying to think super big, it all starts with those cornerstones and those foundations. You start with 1 client, you get to 2, you get to 5, you get to 10. And I can be thinking and dreaming about, oh yeah, once I get to 30, 40 clients, I hire this guy and then I pay him this much, and then it works like that. It's like, have that in the back of your head, but cross that bridge when you get there. You know, how do you get to 30 clients? Like, what do you have to do different to speed it up? Because I could keep going along this trajectory I'm on, and it would take me like 18 months to 2 years, but I'm trying to do it in like, what is it now? February. I'm trying to do it in like 8 to 10 months to get to the 40. So how can I speed it up? You know, how can I cut it in half? What can I do? What doesn't work? What does? And it's just about testing stuff. But the good part, like, I bought those yard signs. It was $350. And before, I'd spent $350 and was like, I'm not seeing any return, like, for sure. Because this is like, this, if this works out, I mean, it'll be massive. It'll be beyond any return. It'll be 10,000x. But with these yard signs, like, okay, I'm hoping I could pick up a couple clients, maybe like 8, and then just have the first month pay for itself. If I get 3 clients, it pays for itself. And I got 30 yard signs going around different neighborhoods, and I'm going to put them up, do some door knocking, things like that. But The good part is that I was already making, $800 to $1,000 a month doing this. So if I spend $350 on yard signs, it's not the end of the world. And I also got my 9 to 5. Like, I can comfortably stomach that, So that's what I'd recommend if you just don't know what to do, if nothing is really seeming to stick. Start with the basics, and you could just have it be a side thing, while you're still going after the big payout, right? But at the end of the day, if you do some landscaping for somebody and you do a good job, they're going to pay you. And if you're like, hey, I'll come trim your bushes and cut the grass, bi-weekly or once a month or once every other month, bi-monthly, you can bank on it coming in. And then just start there. Start with one, because start with 2 or 3, whatever. But man, once it starts to add up, it really starts to add up. And for me, I felt like I was cutting my losses to stop trying anything else. I was like, let me just focus on this. Let me just actually try, because the amount of effort I'm putting into this, if I were to put it into that, that's how I was able to get more than half my clients in just the last 3 months. And, I was just kind of writing it off the first 3. So that's what's worked for me. Maybe it can apply to you too. I don't know your personal situation, but if this video helped at all, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, follow along for the journey, and peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.